Welcome to the YouTube channel, The Right Place, where your creativity takes root and blossoms. Today's episode is your ultimate guide to Summer Blooms 2025, DIY fairy garden party decor, and upcycle magic. Whether you're a seasoned crafter or a first-time DIYer, you're about to enter a whimsical world of color, nature, and enchanting upcycled ideas. So grab your garden gloves and hot glue, because you're in for a blooming, magical ride. Don't forget to subscribe, tap that bell icon, and give us a big thumbs up if you love transforming everyday items into fairy tale-worthy treasures. Share your creations with the hashtag FairyGardenMagic2025. We just might feature them in our next video. Let's dive into the creative garden of dreams with DIY fairy garden party decor that turns trash into treasure and transforms your outdoor space into a midsummer fairyland. One, the blooming vision, setting the fairy garden theme. The first step in creating your Summer Blooms 2025 masterpiece is envisioning the overall theme of your fairy garden party. Think lush florals, pastel lights, and rustic whimsy, all dancing under the golden summer sun. Incorporating nature's palette with sustainable materials, your garden party becomes not just beautiful, but purposeful. Imagine garden gnomes nestled among wildflowers, vintage teacups hanging from trees, and moss-covered fairy doors tucked beneath hydrangeas. 'This summer, the trend is all about mixing upcycled magic with blooming florals. Whether you're repurposing old wine bottles as lanterns or using broken terracotta pots to create fairy homes, every piece tells a story. Keep your color palette consistent with soft greens, floral pinks, and hints of gold to maintain that enchanting vibe. Set the tone early, and your guests will feel like they've stepped into an otherworldly dream garden. 2. Upcycled centerpieces, trash to tabletop treasure. One of the highlights of Summer Blooms 2025 decor is creating captivating centerpieces using items you already have. Picture this: a rusty birdcage turned flower chandelier, or a cracked teapot overflowing with daisies and fairy lights. These upcycled masterpieces not only save money, but add layers of charm and nostalgia to your garden table. Let your imagination guide the transformation from forgotten items to magical focal points. 'Dive into the heart of upcycling by using mason jars, tin cans, or chipped ceramics as planters and candle holders. Line them with moss, tiny toadstools, and glittering stones to amplify the fairy garden aesthetic. Each centerpiece can double as a conversation starter, sparking joy and curiosity among your guests. It's sustainable storytelling through decor, and it's the heart of the DIY fairy garden party decor trend this summer. 3. Enchanted lighting. Glow like garden fairies. Lighting plays a pivotal role in transforming your garden into a twilight fairy tale. For Summer Blooms 2025, soft and warm glows are essential. Wrap string lights around branches or hang solar-powered lanterns in recycled jars to mimic dancing fireflies. You can even use old chandeliers and drape them with vines and beads for an ethereal overhead light source that casts sparkling shadows across your party scene. 'Add whimsy by making DIY mushroom lanterns from plastic bowls and cups, or use frosted wine bottles with LED candles tucked inside for a subtle gleam. Lighting isn't just functional, it's emotional, creating a magical mood that makes every guest feel like they've wandered into a secret realm. These upcycled lighting elements perfectly align with the sustainability ethos of DIY fairy garden party decor this 2025 season. 4. Fairy Garden DIY Zones. Craft and connect. Make your fairy garden party interactive by setting up DIY craft zones. Encourage guests to create their own mini fairy gardens in teacups or upcycled jars, complete with tiny fairies, pebbles, and succulents. This hands-on activity not only entertains, but also becomes a memorable party favor. Crafting together creates a shared experience, bonding guests over creativity, nature, and a splash of fairy dust. 'Stock your DIY zone with a mix of natural and recycled materials: acorns, beads, twine, dried flowers, and old jewelry. Offer guiding prompts like build a fairy home or design a pixie playground to inspire imagination. This concept ties perfectly into Summer Blooms 2025, where upcycling meets experiential fun. It's where magic becomes tangible and sustainability meets pure creativity. Five, botanical backdrops and whimsical photo spots. What's a fairy garden party without a dreamy backdrop for magical photos? Create lush photo corners using thrifted fabric, recycled window frames, and upcycled doors adorned with fresh blooms. These DIY backdrops offer a storybook setting for guests to pose, laugh, and make memories. Layer in textures like lace, vines, and ribbons to elevate the fantasy element of your Summer Blooms 2025 decor. Take your photo magic a step further by building a fairy throne using reclaimed wood, foam moss, and silk flowers. Position it beneath a floral arch or hang crystal strands from above for that sparkle in the air effect. These whimsical spaces not only enhance your event visuals, but echo the upcycled magic theme, proving that discarded materials can shine as the crown jewel of your garden party. 6. Garden bites and bloom-inspired tablescapes. Your food presentation should harmonize with the fairy theme. Use repurposed trays, vintage cake stands, and wooden crates to serve summer treats. Think floral cupcakes, edible flower garnishes, and colorful fruit skewers arranged like garden bouquets. Your tablescape becomes a visual feast when accented with fresh herbs, wildflowers, and recycled glass vases that sparkle under the sun. 'Place name tags made from pressed flowers, reuse fabric scraps for napkin rings, or tie silverware in hemp twine with sprigs of lavender. The key to Summer Blooms 2025 is attention to detail where everything, even the tableware, feels magical and eco-inspired. Your guests will be enchanted not just by the taste, but by the beauty woven into every sustainable bite and bloom. 7. Reimagined fairy furniture, whimsy from waste. Add depth and charm to your garden party with DIY fairy-inspired furniture made from upcycled items. Wooden pallets become low picnic tables with the right sanding and paint, while an old ladder transforms into a tiered plant shelf filled with fairy figurines and mini lanterns. These elements bring personality and story into your event, turning every corner into a vignette of recycled imagination. 'For seating, consider stacking old crates with throw pillows or repainting metal stools in pastel hues with hand-painted flower designs. Each piece contributes to the overall theme of Summer Blooms 2025, reflecting creativity and eco-conscious flair. Your guests won't just sit, they'll feel like they've entered a hidden garden where even the furniture tells a whimsical tale of transformation. potion stations, and floral beverages. A fairy party isn't complete without a touch of magic in your drinks. Create a potion station where guests can mix herbal teas, fruit infusions, and sparkling waters in repurposed bottles and jars. Label everything with enchanted names like Pixie Punch or Moonlight Elixir. It's a simple idea that captures the spirit of DIY fairy garden party decor and upcycle magic, blending aesthetics with interactive fun. Freeze edible flowers into ice cubes. Garnish drinks with mint or lavender, and use mismatched vintage glassware for a nostalgic fairy tale feel. By combining natural ingredients with reused materials, you bring the Summer Blooms 2025 vibe to life in every sip. It's delicious, sustainable, and visually stunning, and your guests will love the enchanting presentation as much as the refreshing flavors. 9. Story stones and garden games. Entertain guests with charming garden games that align with the magical theme. One standout idea is Story Stone's smooth rocks painted with fairies, flowers, and forest animals. Players draw a stone and build a fairy tale together. It's a creative game for all ages, and the best part is you can make it using old stones and leftover paint, totally in tune with upcycle magic. 'Expand the fun with activities like a fairy ring toss made from painted mason jar rings, or a treasure hunt with clues tied to garden gnomes and hidden trinkets. These whimsical experiences enhance the event while staying true to the eco-friendly, DIY nature of Summer Blooms 2025. They engage guests and give them a playful reason to explore the entire garden setting you've lovingly crafted. 10. Fairy fashion and flower crown stations. Encourage your guests to dress the part with a fairy fashion station. Set up an area with upcycled scarves, costume jewelry, and flower crown kits made from faux flowers, wire, and fabric scraps. Not only does it encourage creativity, but it also ensures your guests feel part of the theme. Fairy wings made from repurposed hangers and tulle add the final whimsical touch. These costume pieces double as delightful take-home favors and magical photo props. Everything can be thrifted, borrowed, or made from remnants, keeping with the sustainable ethos of DIY fairy garden party decor. This station turns your event into a living fairy tale and captures the inclusive, hands-on beauty of Summer Blooms 2025 in the most fashionable way possible. 11. Music of the Meadows, Soundscapes, and Ambience. Set the mood with soft, nature-inspired music that makes your party feel like a hidden woodland glade. Wind chimes made from upcycled silverware or glass bottles can create beautiful ambient tones. Pair that with a playlist of harp music, birdsong, and acoustic guitar, and you've got a soundscape that enhances every magical detail of your fairy garden party. 'Consider hiding small Bluetooth speakers in planters or inside fairy houses to let the music feel organic and immersive. The ambience elevates the entire experience, giving your decor an audible layer of enchantment. Summer Blooms 2025 isn't just about visual design, it's about creating a multi-sensory journey using natural, upcycled, and heartfelt elements from start to finish. 12. The finishing flourish, details that delight. It's the little touches that turn a good event into a legendary one. Add fairy dust sachets made from reused fabric and glitter, or handwritten welcome scrolls tucked into twigs at each place setting. Small details like leaf-shaped paper fans or clay mushroom name tags help unify your party's whimsical theme with personal, magical moments that guests will never forget. These finishing touches show care and intention, turning every DIY and upcycled piece into part of a cohesive fairy tale. From start to finish, Summer Blooms 2025, DIY fairy garden party decor and upcycled magic thrives on charm, creativity, and conscious crafting. Every flower, sparkle, and scrap contributes to a celebration that honors both imagination and the planet. Conclusion: your garden of possibility. Thank you for wandering through this enchanted journey with us here at the right place. We hope you're feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to bring your own version of Summer Blooms 2025 to life, complete with fairy wings, upcycled treasures, and blooming beauty. Every detail you add tells a story, and your garden is the perfect place to start writing it. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment about your favorite idea, and share your magical creations using Fairy Garden Magic 2025. From upcycled lanterns to floral drinks and fairy DIYs, you now have all the tools to host the most unforgettable garden party of the summer. Thanks for making the right place your destination for wonder, whimsy, and creativity. See you in the next adventure.